Most often, especially at towered airports, you will use the other ways to determine wind speed and direction instead of using wind indicators. One way is to listen to the ASOS broadcast. ASOS stands for Automated Surface Observing System, and it will provide the current weather at an airport. Let's use Creve Coeur Airport on the west side of St. Louis as an example. Going to airnav.com, we can click on the Airports tab. If you know the airport identifier, you can type that, but if you don't, the name of the airport should be sufficient. In the Airport Communications section, you see a listing of several close-by airports to choose from by their identifier. We will choose Lambert International at KSTL, which is 7 nautical miles east of the Creve Coeur Airport. Let's call the number now to get the information needed, which is 314-890-4790 in this example.
Lambert St. Louis International Airport. Automated weather observation 0159er Zulu. Wind 150 at 13. Visibility 10.
So ASOS tells us the wind is coming in from 150 or 150 degrees at 13 knots. If the airport doesn't have ASOS, it might have AWOS or the Automated Weather Observation System. This time, let's use the San Luis Valley Regional Airport, Bergman Field Airport, as this airport has AWOS. Go back to the Airports tab and type KALS, which is the airport identifier. Under the Airport Communications section, you see the phone number, or you can dial on your plane's radio 135.175, although I don't think Flight Simulator X simulates this. So we will call the 719-589-5669 number now.
Alamosa, San Luis Valley Regional, Bergman Field. Automated weather observation 0206 Zulu. Wind 170 at 07. Visibility 10.
So AWOS tells us the wind is coming in from 170 or 170 degrees at 07, or maybe it was 06, I kind of forgot, but basically 07 or 06 knots. And this is one good example of why you want to write it down as you're listening. If ASOS or AWOS doesn't exist for the airport, you can try a couple of other things. You can feel the wind by standing outside and feeling it blow in your face. Or look for a flag to see which way it is blowing. Or you can look at trees or visible smoke from, say, a smokestack. One other source that may be available at some airports is Unicom. This is a radio operated by the airport operator or fuel seller. They often provide wind information. Here is the Unicom frequency for KCOU or Columbia Regional Airport, which is 122.95. At towered controlled airports, you can obtain the wind direction by listening to ATIS or Automated Terminal Information Services. Go back to the Airports tab at airnav.com and type in KSUS. We see the phone number for ATIS, but this time we will use the radio in the flight simulator to dial in 134.8 on our radio. So let's do that now. Okay, so we are going to dial in 134.8 on our radio. So we want to make sure we're using the COM communications radio on the left here. The right side is the navigation radio. So I'm going to dial in 134. And keep in mind, different Cessna Skyhawks have different radio configurations, so your plane might work differently than this one.
Spirit Airport information. Whiskey 1722 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility greater than 20 miles. Sky conditions clear. Temperature 14, 2.4. Altimeter 2992. ILS. Runway 8 right and visual. Runway 8 left in use. Landing and departing. Runway 8 right and runway 8 left. CFR aircraft stay direction.
So in this example, we see that the wind is calm, but the tower has chosen runways 8 right and 8 left to take off and depart from. Please subscribe to this channel to learn more.